My dream is to play in the NBA. One day you will see me on TV. Young Tatum stood in front of the entire class and spoke out his dream. But after hearing it, the teacher replied, "I hope you don't be so unrealistic. Choose another dream and say it again." You might not know. Because of this teacher's action, Tatum almost gave up his basketball dream. On March 3, 1998, Jayson Tatum was born in Missouri, USA. If most kids in black families are self-taught in basketball, Tatum definitely had connections. His father was a semi-professional basketball player who, for living, went to play in the European Professional League. On the day Tatum was born, so Tatum grew up with his mother. But since his mother was still in high school at the time, the family was extremely poor. While taking care of Tatum, his mother also had to complete her studies. However, Tatum was very lucky, because his mother was very good at volleyball at the time, so she knew many professional athletes. Among them was Bradley Beal's mother. At the age of 8, Tatum's father returned from Europe due to an injury. He decided to let his son learn basketball too. So, he contacted Beal, who had already been admitted to college, to train young Tatum in basketball. Besides Beal, his father also contacted a professional trainer for weekly 90-minute high-intensity training for Tatum. The results were obvious. Tatum quickly became a well-known local star. By the time he reached St. Louis High School, Tatum's basketball skills were already perfected. It was here that Tatum completed his transformation into a star. He practiced basketball at school every day around 5 a.m., and besides classes, he practiced basketball every day. Finally, in his senior year, Tatum was selected for the McDonald's All-American team and was rated a 5-star high school player. With that came invitations from major basketball schools. Among many invitations, Tatum chose Duke University. After all, this school produces many stars, and playing well there could likely lead to the NBA. In his freshman year, Tatum didn't play well, but everything changed after the game against California. At that time, Tatum played very poorly, and during halftime, Coach K scolded Tatum for a full 10 minutes, using all kinds of harsh words. But after the second half started, Tatum seemed like a different person, scoring 21 points alone and leading the team to a big win. From then on, Tatum fully awakened, unleashing all his offensive skills. After his freshman season, Tatum received strong attention from the NBA, and someone told him he was likely to enter the lottery. So Tatum decided to enter the NBA draft. Would he succeed? Looking at NBA history, only a few teams have done this kind of operation. The Celtics were truly astonishing. Whenever professional media talk about the 2017 NBA draft, they can't help but praise the Celtics management. They traded down from the number 1 pick and successfully got Tatum, their franchise cornerstone. How did this happen? Before the 2017 NBA draft, the Celtics were looking for talented players in major schools. At that time, they held the number 1 pick, so they could consider all players and compare who was better. And the best player in that class was undoubtedly Fultz. This genius point guard played extremely well in college, and anyone with the number 1 pick would choose him without hesitation. But Danny Ainge didn't think so. First, Fultz had injury concerns, and secondly, the Celtics already had Isaiah Thomas and a nearly complete system. Choosing another point guard might add a burden. At this time, Danny Ainge made a bold move, expressing his intention to trade the number 1 pick. Upon hearing this news, teams immediately called him. After some observation, he decided to trade with the 76ers, swapping the number 1 pick for their number 3 pick and center Okafor. The rest is history. Fultz was selected by the 76ers, and the Celtics chose future cornerstone Tatum. When he first entered the league, Tatum looked very young, and he couldn't fully adapt to the pace here. But luck was on his side. Hayward was out for the season in the first game, giving Tatum a lot of playing time. With the team's lineup nearly complete, Tatum, in his rookie year, led the team to the playoffs, and with 6 consecutive 20-plus point performances, defeated the Bucks and the 76ers. Standing before him was the league's top player, LeBron James. With the
points, with 6:45 remaining, Tatum drives down and throws it down.
www.ticket360, minha mãe do céu!
That year's LeBron was unstoppable. In Game 7, LeBron put on an almost perfect performance to eliminate the Celtics. At this point, the Celtics were not disappointed, but rather ecstatic. They had seen Tatum's performance, and he was clearly the cornerstone for the next decade. However, some critics argued, he can't handle high-pressure games, let alone be a franchise cornerstone. It's a joke. NBA pundits harshly criticized Tatum, saying that whenever there was a crucial game, this so-called Celtics cornerstone would disappear in various ways, making it hard for people to believe he could be the future face of the league. If he didn't toughen up mentally, he would soon be eliminated from the NBA. Going back to 2018, in his rookie year, Tatum had completed the incredible dunk over LeBron. Soon in his second year, with Kyrie Irving's return, the Celtics were back in the championship race. Many believed that without Irving the previous year, they had reached the Eastern Conference Finals. So with Irving back, they were sure to make the finals. But no one expected that Irving would not fit into the Celtics system. Although the regular season was unremarkable, in the playoffs, the Celtics performed poorly, getting eliminated in the second round by Giannis and the Bucks. Tatum's subpar performance drew public criticism, and Irving left for Brooklyn after the playoffs. At this point, the criticisms of Tatum weren't too harsh, as he was still considered a rookie. In the 2020 playoffs, the Celtics were once again stopped in the playoffs, losing to the Heat. Jimmy Butler's nearly perfect performance taught Tatum a lesson. Celtics fans were extremely tolerant of Tatum. A year later, with the Nets' Big Three in full force, the Celtics were eliminated in the first round. At this point, the doubts about Tatum grew louder. Some said he couldn't handle high-pressure games and would falter against tougher opponents. But Tatum never defended himself, only continuously trained to improve. Finally, in 2022, he led the Celtics in a strong comeback. In the first round, facing the Nets with Durant and Irving, they swept them 4-0 in a revenge victory. In the second round, they defeated the defending champion Bucks. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Celtics had a thrilling Game 7 against the Heat, ultimately advancing to the finals. To face the Golden State Warriors, it was a do-or-die situation. In the pre-game predictions, 99% of the media believed the Celtics would win, but they underestimated Curry's ability. The Warriors, down 1-2, won 3 straight games. To clinch the championship, Tatum, under Wiggins' defense, committed several rookie mistakes, leading to criticism. Some believed he couldn't handle high-pressure games and would falter at crucial moments. This wasn't the first or second time. In response to such views, all Tatum could do was avoid them, hoping he could become mentally stronger to lead the Celtics back to the top. Finally, in the 2023-24 season, Tatum's performance was remarkable. He not only earned All-NBA first-team honors, but also helped the team win the championship. In this season, Tatum's regular season averages reached 26.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists, along with 1 steal and 0.6 blocks, with a shooting percentage of 47.1%.